Hello everyone, this is Sadish Kumar Ramalingam. In this video, I am going to explain to you how to create a Ionic 4 CRUD application using Firebase database. First of all, you need to create a new project. Use the following command to create that project. I am using Ionic start. This is the basic Ionic command, and note is my application name, and blank is my template type. I am going to create that application with blank template. So next one is a type of the project. Okay, I want to create a React project, so I simply give -- React, or else I want to create a Angular project. Simply I give -Angular. So my project was in Angular, so I just given -Angular one. Okay. Next I want to installs the Firebase and Angular Fire inside of my application. So I just move on to that project folder. Next install Firebase and Angular Fire packages using the following npm command. Okay, we just use the npm install Firebase and @angular-fire. Okay, we just run those command to install all those things successfully. Next we are moved to the next step. Okay, next one, we need to create a new project in Firebase console. First of all, you need to log in to your Firebase console using the following URL. Okay, once you successfully enter into your Firebase dashboard, you see this page. Okay, next you need to create a new project. So simply click the add project button. Okay, follow the steps. First you need to click the add project button. Once you click the add project button, the new user is open. Next you need to give the name and click continue button. Next you need to choose the Google Analytics and configure the analytic account in the third page. Okay, next just click the create project. It will take some time to create your project. Once you create your project successfully, it goes to the project dashboard page. We will wait and see. Yes, click the continue button. Okay, now we are going with the project dashboard page. Okay, finally we reach that page. Okay, these are the steps to create a new application into your Firebase console. Please follow these steps at your end. Just create a new app in Firebase. Okay, next we need to configure the environment. Okay, first go to the project settings, follow the steps. Okay, next click on the web project. Next you need to give a name for that project. Once you give the name, then hit the register up button. It takes some time to create your project. Once you create the project, it shows the configuration variables. Okay, this is the one. Next you need to copy this configuration variable and paste it into your environment.ts file inside of your application. Okay, next we move on to our application. Go to the source folder and environments, click the environment.ts file. Okay, I already paste those configuration inside of my application. Okay, this is the place you need to paste that code inside of your application. You just follow the same step and paste that code inside of your environment.ts file. Okay, that's all. Next we need to configure our app module. Okay, first go to your app module file, open your app module.ts file. Next you need to import Angular Fire module and Angular Fire Store inside of your app module file. Okay, this is my Angular Fire module, Angular Fire Store module, and I need the Fire Store settings token also. Okay, first you need to import the Angular Fire module and initialize the app using the environment Firebase config. Okay, and also I must import Angular Fire Store module because I'm going to use the Angular Fire database. Next, inside of the provider section, you must import the Angular Fire Store token, settings token. Okay, follow the same step, import all the three things. Okay. Next I want to create a new service. Okay. Using the following command to create a new service for connecting our Firebase database to our Ionic 4 application. Okay. So I simply give the service create command ng g for generate, s for service. Services is nothing but it's a folder. Instead of the services folder, I need to create the Firebase service. Okay. I already created a service. See here, instead of my service folder, I have a service. Name is firebase.service.ts. Okay, this is my service file. Once I have already configured all those things in that file, I will explain those things in next. Okay. Next, we are going to setting up our services. The first thing, we need to configure the properties. Okay, so I must import Angular Firestore collection and document reference from Angular Firestore ng modules. Okay, next I want to create some properties, one for node and another one for node collections. Okay, once the node for holding the all nodes. Okay, here I have created an interface for my node collections. Okay, my every node object have the 4 properties. The one is ID, the second one is title, third one is content, fourth one is created at. Okay, it's for nothing but date and time. Next I want to import that node model inside of my Firebase service.ts file. Okay, next I need to import the map and take from RxJS operator. So if I want to do some RxJS operation instead of my service. Okay, once you have done that, next you need to import the Angular Firestore using the dependency injection inside of the constructor section. Okay, next you need to define the collection of files. Okay, so here I am going to define the collection. Here the collection path name is nodes. Okay, this one going to get my collection data. Okay, I'll explain later. My node collection have my collection details. Okay, here I am using that Angular Firestore service and I am getting the collection, and the collection path is nodes. Okay, this is the code for getting the collection. So I want to get the exact value in the collection, so I am just going to use the snapshot changes. So it's written what are the collection currently available inside of my path. Okay, this is the code to retrieve the all data from my node collection. Okay, once you done this, next we are going to configure the methods. First we are going to get all the nodes, so we need to define this method get nodes. Okay, it's an observable method and it returns all the nodes available in my Firebase database. I have already getting the collection in my constructor section. I simply return that collection instead of my get method. Okay, so next I want to get a single node. Okay, this is my single node function. This is my other one function getting the single node. Okay, here I want to pass the document ID. So I just getting my node collection document name using that ID. Use that value changes and take only one count. So I want to retrieve only one data. So I'm just use take count 1. So this method is help to me to getting the single node. Next I want to create a method for create new node. Okay, this is my add node method. Here I want to pass the node properties. So I just use that node collection dot add method to create that new node. Okay, this is the add method. You just pass the node property here. Once it will be done, your node is successfully created. Next one is update node method. Okay, I want to update some existing node information using this method. Okay, here I want to pass the node detail. So based on that node ID, I want to update the node title, content, and the updated time data inside of this one. And finally, I want to delete that node, so I need another one method for delete that node. So I just create this function delete node. Here I want to share the document ID. Based on this document ID, I want to delete that object from the collection. Okay, these are the whole things instead of my services I have created for that one. I think I have covered all those methods instead of my services. Okay, you just follow the same thing in your code. I think it's pretty much simple. So already you guys know about this one, so you don't need much more explanation about this one. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. So this is the home page setting up time. Okay, so in this page I'm going to create my home page. So in my home page I'm just simply going to list the nodes. Okay, first of all, I have already created the home page. On my application creation time it will be automatically added, so I don't want to create the new new page for this one. So here I want to configure some properties, that is for one for nodes. Okay, here I want to store my all nodes, and also I need to import the Firebase service using dependency injection inside of the constructor section. Next, I just load the node data inside of my variable. Okay, using the Firebase services I want to get all the nodes. Okay, this one return all the nodes available in the collections. Okay, next I'm going to the my home.page.html template section. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay, next I want to move to the HTML template section. Here I am using the ng-for. Okay, for iterating the nodes. Already you guys know about the ng-for, so you don't need much more explanation about this. You just simply use the ng-for, and you just using the string interpolation to display the all components. Okay, once you have done this successfully, next you need to display the nodes instead of the home page. Okay, just wait, I'll show the demo in my next section. See this, this is my home page. Okay, here I have some list already, so I have created the 4 nodes before I'm using that application, so I want to create a new one now. Okay, I'm just going to simply click the view button. It's navigate to my view page. Okay, we will see these navigation options in future slides. Okay, these are the things in my home page setup. Next, I want to move on to my notes creation page. Okay, instead of this page, we need to create two things. The first one is I want to create a new component. Okay, that's add node component. So I already created the add node component inside of my application. Okay, and also I need to configure the root paths. See here, here is my root path. I am already created that one. It's a auto generated code. When you create a new component, it's automatically ordered instead of your app.root.module files. Okay, or else you change the root name or something else, you just use this one. Next, configure the root in your home page model. Here I am using the fab button. So when I am going to click the fab button, it's navigate to the add node page. Okay, here I am using the router link for navigate my add node page. Next, I want to configure the node property instead of my add node page. This is the node property. In my node property that contain these three things. One is title, next one is content, and the third one is created at. Okay, it's having the current date time object. Okay, next I want to import the activated route and Firebase service. The next one is toast control. Currently I am not using that one, and the last one is router. You need to import all those things using dependency injection. Next, you need to create a new method for add node page. Okay, you need to create the new method. So in this method I am calling the Firebase add node function, and I just pass the node data instead of that function. Okay, once the node created successfully, it navigates to my home page. Okay, I just configure all things. Next, instead of my HTML template, okay, I'm just using two input field, one for title and another one for content, and also I'm using the ng model to get the data from that input field. Okay, I'm using one input field and one text area for content. Next, I'm using a button. The button name is create. Okay, here I'm going to bind the add node functionality. Once I have clicked that create button, it's create my node successfully, then it's navigate to my home page automatically. Okay, see the example. I just click the create button, it's going to my create node page. Okay, I'm going to click the create button. The node is successfully created. Okay, see here is the node, and it automatically navigate to my home page. Okay, this is the method to setting up your node creation page. Next, I want to configure the view page. Okay, as usual, first you need to create a component. Okay, here is my view node page. Okay, next you need to add the root path configuration. It's automatically created. We need to do modification inside of that app.routing.module file. Okay, I have already done that one. Here is my path, and I have opened the ID at last. Okay, so here is one extra modification we need to done inside of that routing file. And also I'm doing the same for update node page. Okay, so I have already created the update node component. Next, I want to move on to my home page. I already have the view button. Okay, instead of the view button, I want to click the view button, it's going to the view page. Okay, here I want to pass the router link along with the document ID, that means node ID. Okay, see this, click the view button, it's navigate to my view page. Here is my router URL, view node, and this is the document ID. Okay, this one I want to share from the home page to view page. Okay, I have done this successfully. Next, I move on to my view page files. So I just open the TypeScript file first. Instead of the TypeScript file, I just simply created the node property. Here is the node property. I just already created that one. Next one is I need to import some services using dependency injection, activated router, Firebase service, and router service. All the three services I need to import using dependency injection inside of the constructor section. In the ng after view init lifecycle, I want to get the document ID. So simply I am using that activated route property using the snapshot param method for getting the document ID. Okay, once I successfully get the document ID, I want to load the document data from the Firebase services. Okay, I just simply use the Firebase services here. Okay, once I have successfully done this, I have successfully get the node data. Next, I want to display the node data instead of my HTML template. Okay, see here I am using the string interpolation. I just display those data. I think you guys are already know about this one. Okay, here I have displayed two buttons, one for edit and another one for delete. Okay, this is my edit button and this one is my delete button. In the edit button, I need to configure the router link for navigate to update page. Okay, I think next one is I want to share the document ID along with the URL, so I just pass the node ID. Next, in the delete button, I just bind the delete functionalities. Here I am using that Firebase delete node function, and I need to pass the node ID, just delete the node data. Okay, these are my functions and methods inside of my view page. Okay, next we are going to move on to the demo section. See here, this is my view page. Here I have the edit and delete button also. Okay, first of all I am going to the home page. If I click the view button, it's going to my view page and load the corresponding document to display to user. Okay, if I'm going to edit button, it's navigate to my update page. Okay, okay, these are the things I need to configure in my view page. The next one is setting up the update page. Okay, instead of my update page is also same as the create node page. Okay, I just want to create a new form and configure the form elements inside of my update page. First of all, I need to create the node property and I need to import the activated route Firebase and router services, and also I need to do the same one like as a view page. Here in the after view init services, I need to get the document data. Okay, once you get it done, next you need to configure the form. Okay, instead of the form, I just bind the values using ng model. Okay, once you done any changes in the form, it will be get updated automatically. Inside of the click function, I need to call the update node function. Okay, this will be update our node using the Firebase services. Once the node updated successfully, it's navigate to my home page. Okay, these are the things I have done in my update page. Okay, this is the update page demo. Here I am going to create a new node. Okay, my node is created successfully. I'm going to view that node. I want to update the same node again. Okay, I just using the update functionalities to update the node. See here, my updated content also available there. Okay, see my delete functionality also work perfect. Okay, all those things working successfully. This is the method to create your CRUD application using Firebase database inside of your Ionic 4 application. Okay, I have given the source code link and step-by-step tutorial link inside of the description box. Please find it and use that for one future code reference. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Keep watching my next video. Okay, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you want more step-by-step tutorial, please visit my website. I have given the website link in the description box also. Okay, thank you so much guys. Thank you for watching this one.